Hello and welcome back to the channel. Okay, this is a short video really just to show you how to sort of the fundamentals of a trebuchet and what it does and what it's for. Basically, well, you should know what a trebuchet is for. It fires boulders at things and primarily walls of people's bases. Now, as you can see, I'm out. If you've seen previous videos, there was a guy or a clan tribe called T-Birds, and specifically a guy called Xavier that was getting very funny with me in the messages. You go back to the last video, I'll probably link it at the end of this video. Anyway, so I thought I would, cut a long story short, continue to troll him, as it may be. So I built a little base quickly, trebuchet outside. So I thought, no, there's no better place to show you how to use a trebuchet than outside at one of his buildings. So I built up a trebuchet, and I'm just going to run through basically the fundamentals of a trebuchet. So firstly, ammunition. You can get, there's two types of ammunition or bullets you can get for your trebuchet. You've got boulders and you've got basically these big bombs. The big bombs are basically two bombs, regular bombs you can make, strapped together. So you need two of them, strapped together with twine. So that's the only ingredients you need. Two bombs and twine, and you make this big bomb. So it has the advantage over normal bombs that you can make, because you can fire them, you can fire them a great distance, so you don't have to actually run up to a building to plant them. So this is good if you're blowing up somewhere that's in areas you can't physically get to, so you can blow away. Or if you don't want to get close enough, maybe you've got a load of thralls in the area, you don't want to get in there to take damage and stuff, so you can fire your bombs over. However, then you have boulders. Now the good thing about the trebuchet, I'll just quickly say, is the benefits of trebuchet. It's cheap to build, so you only really need wood and stone to build a trebuchet. However, it does take about an hour to put together. There is sort of a timer on it to just sort of build it, much like things like when you're building your temples and stuff like that. It does take a while for it to build up. So it can take an hour, so you have to be prepared to defend it or have it sort of secured while it's being built, because obviously you're going to be a massive target if you're building this at someone's base and they see you making a trebuchet. They're going to know that you're going to raid them. So be prepared for that, especially in raid times. So you've got the boulders. So you've got the boulders. Boulders are cheap to make and always a stone. So the good thing about it is you can just run around and you can pick stone and throw it onto your trebuchet and make boulders. So the damage of the boulders only do about 1,000 damage, I believe, 1,000 to 2,000, whereas bombs, standard bombs, do 3,000, and I think these type of bombs, because the two of them can do up to 5,000 damage. So far better than boulders. So if you can use bombs, it's best to use bombs when you're going, if you can get up to a building. So boulders, really, trebuchet boulders are only really desperate when you just can't get to, if you want to break an area, if you can't get to someone's base physically, I would say. Okay, might have to put two. Alright, there we go. Right, ready? Let's see what this does. There we go. So finally, using a trebuchet. Well, I'll quickly say that a trebuchet is easier to use with two people, because it does need to be reloaded and then fired, and these triggers are not near each other. So you will get bullets off quicker if you've got one person reloading and firing it, and the other one, one person firing and one person reloading. It will be easier. But that said, let me go on to the sort of fundamentals of using a trebuchet. So you've got the trigger, which you pull the lever and it fires the boulder once it's placed in. You need a counterweight for your trebuchet, so yeah, you want to get that up to about 100%, because that is what builds the velocity of the bullet. The less counterweight, the bullet will drop off quicker and it won't fire as solid. So you need a counterweight. You can just put stone in that basically. So yes, you've got a trigger that obviously fires the bullets. Then you've got a reload mechanism, which is at the front, so it's like a thing that you turn, which sort of, as you see, it will sort of just reload the trebuchet basically and set it back into position to fire, so you can trigger it off again. You obviously need the bullets to put into the thing in the first place, which can be built in the trebuchet itself. But finally, you've got an angle thingy, which changes the angle. Self-explanatory, really, changes the angle trebuchet, so you might want to have it up, at varying degrees. So you might want to fire it directly down, directly up in the air. It just gives you different angles in which to fire. You also have things at the side of the trebuchet, so you can turn it. So you can either turn it left or right, so you can actually position it. So you can basically fire it in pretty much all directions. You can fire straight up, straight down, and you can fire left and right. The only thing is with the turning, it isn't great. You sort of start pushing one end and it might just slowly run it, so it can be a bit fidgety. It's probably best for one person to do that, otherwise if you're both on either end trying to do it, you will just counteract each other. So that's basically the fundamentals of a trebuchet and how to use it. So I advise everyone sort of just plonking one up and just having a practice with it. I think that's the best thing to do it, just like I've done in this video against this guy's building. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and share and sub, and thank you for watching. Look out for my next video. I think you're going to enjoy my next one because, once again, I troll this guy's base. Thank you all, and goodbye for now.